Good morning. I think it's August 4th. And today we're going to finish up. Got 14 and a half miles to Junction Creek Trailhead, which is the end of the Colorado Trail. It's been a great trip. Loved it. It's been hard work. There's been some pains. There's been some questions if I could do it or not, and I'll share more of that with you later. And then I have a couple things I want to announce at the end, which will be kind of cool. So we'll check in with you later. All right, so here we are. Got about 8.5 miles left. Nice little single track. You can see how the bikes have ridden on it. Mostly all downhill from here. So I'm okay with that. This is very level. Just ran into Kay. She was the lady that hooked us up with the shuttle driver up to Monarch Pass. Saw her in Lake City briefly, and then right here, so that's kind of cool to see her again. A bunch of people who I've been hiking with are about a day behind, and then Bradley and Ryan are just up ahead. We're gonna go into Durango. We might jump in the river, clean up a little bit. Then we're gonna see a buddy of mine, Tom, and spend the night with him. And then tomorrow head off to back to Denver. Yeah, so that's pretty cool how things have worked out. All right, we'll check in later. Pretty cool little road here they built in this rock slide area. A lot of work went into this. I gotta watch my step. Got like less than 8 miles left. Don't want to be twisting an ankle or anything. What a thrill to meet Goody Gaskill's daughter, who was up there to spread her mom's ashes at Goody's Rest on the last day of the trip. When I had started my section hiking in 1991, it was like 2 years after the trail was completed, and Miss Gaskills was one of the driving forces for the completion, the starting and the completion of the trail. And coincidence that I had stepped up my finish date by a day, and there she was 4 years after her mom passing, that she was able to take time off to go up there to spread her ashes. And I just happened to come up there. While I was there, I was talking to Ryan and Bradley and giving them a little information about Goody at Goody's Rest, and someone overheard me and said, "Oh, by the way, here's her sister. I'm sorry, her daughter." And just the coincidence of it all, it was meant to be, and I just find it quite interesting that the culmination of me finishing the trip uh, just coincided with her daughter spreading her ashes, which is phenomenal. It blows me away. So that was kind of like the cream of the crop, the cherry on the ice cream. Just made the trip even more special. So as you can tell, I'm home. I also indicated I had a couple announcements. One is I am going to do the long trail, I believe, next summer, to be my first ever complete through hike, end to end. I'm thinking it's going to be between 19 and 21 days. We'll see. So I'll have more videos coming up, in a year, but going to be planning that. I also think I'm going to be completing the Centennial Trail up in South Dakota. So I'll have more footage of that if you'd like. Go on the Dean's List, subscribe, hit the notifications, because these videos will be coming out sporadically. And then eventually I'm going to look to do the Appalachian Trail. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I'll have more videos of that. That probably be about 120 videos of just knowing how far it is. So we'll see. And then I'll have a few other things at the end of this video that will kind of surprise you. And so keep watching. I would like to jump in there. Here we are finishing. Hey, there's garbage. We just walked by garbage. Donuts. All right. Hey, yes. Woo.
Congrats, everybody.
You know what we saw at Gertie's Rest? Her daughter spreading her ashes.
Oh my gosh, they just saw her. They actually saw her.
So on day 8, I had done 24 and a half miles and got into camp, and it was really late. And um, when I got the tent up and changed clothes, put on socks, it was dark in the tent. Didn't realize that I had twisted my ankle. And so the next day I was limping. I talked to Teresa on the phone. It was one of the last days I had cell coverage for a while, and told her that I had what I thought were shin splints. But when I got into camp that night, out of phone service, I found out that I had a high ankle sprain, and my ankle was nice and purple, and the toes were also. I'll throw in a picture of that, just so you know. But then I was going into Lake City a day after that, and I did 10 and a half miles. I was able to talk to Teresa. I didn't want her to know I had a high ankle sprain, so I continued to tell her that it was shin splints, which I thought it was at first. I limped into town, did only 10 and a half miles, and was able to elevate it, rest in my tent at a RV site, and had the backpack off most of the day, so was able to rest a little bit. Woke up the next day, able to buy some vitamin I or ibuprofen, and was able to just realize that if I just kept walking without twisting it, it should be fine, and that's what I did. And kept at night elevating it, hoping that it would be better, which it was. But when I got into Lake City, I was 50-50, thinking I was going to end the trip because of the injury. But I was able to persevere and head and just kind of monitor it, take it easy. Even though I threw up some 20-mile days, I guess that's not really taking it easy, but was able to continue on, and I'm glad I did. And that's the end of that story. So things got better, still a little sore, but I made it. I completed the trip, which I was really surprised. All right, I hope you enjoyed. It was a great trip. I suggest you do something similar to this. The Colorado Trail is beautiful. It is demanding, and the elevation can really get to you. I was quite surprised that I did not have any altitude sickness, no headaches, no nausea with being so high up for so long. But I think losing the weight prior to the trip was 220 3 years ago, got down to 192 before the trip, and hit 181 and a half. I'm not going to tell you what I am now, but I have put on a few pounds. Real food is real food. But we'll talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed. I had a great time. All right, thanks for all your comments. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I can answer them. Maybe even do a follow-up video kind of culminating everything. All right, take care. Thanks again.